Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 219. It is Friday today here in Cincinnati. It is sunny. The sky is bright blue. It was hard to say. We have blue skies, white clouds, yellow sun, green trees. It feels like a true celebration of summer solstice today. So in the northern part of the world, this is the day where we have more sunlight arriving into our awareness, into our days, than any other day of the year. I was reading an article right before I started this recording, and it was saying that for the summer solstice in Washington, D.C. today, we get 14 hours and 56 minutes of sunlight, and then the West Coast, Seattle, gets, I think they said 16 or 17 hours, maybe it was 17 hours of sunlight. I think Alaska gets 24. It's literally one of those midnight sun kinds of days for Alaska. And then on the southern half of the world, it's the opposite. It's the shorter day of sunlight. What was so interesting when I was reading the article is that it talked about the difference between the summer solstice and the winter solstice. The summer solstice gets 5.5 hours more light in the daytime than the winter solstice. And I was really surprised at that number. I thought it was just a couple hours. 5 hours per day. That's a lot of nighttime. That's just a lot of nighttime. Yeah, so why is the summer solstice so important, and what is possible, or what are we feeling collectively? And that's what I would like to tune into today. What we have been going through in Cincinnati has been a lot of rain, and so we've had gray skies, cloudy skies, dark skies, windy, big moving cloud skies. And then every once in a while a little sort of peak of some sunshine would come through, and it's been that way for a little while. So this morning when I went out for my run, it was sort of gray and overcast. You couldn't really see any blue. And by the time I got back home and was walking my dog, it was blue. There was blue coming through all of the gray. And now the whole sky is blue. So what I love about that image, or that progression, is how that matches what so many of us go through in our emotional journeys, or our relationship journeys, or our careers with our work, or our beliefs about our health. We get so used to the gray. We get so used to the blah sort of feeling. It becomes normal. It becomes the baseline, or the average, or the expectation of what we're going to have in a day. And so I think health is probably the easiest one to use as an example. When we have the beginnings of a chronic pain, for example, a sore knee, or arthritis beginning, or we put on weight and so everything feels more sluggish and slow moving, or perhaps we have tightness in our chest, or sinus infections, the beginnings of all that congestion of allergy. When those body issues are slowly beginning, they're a little irritating and they cause a little bit of discomfort, and then we sort of get used to it. It just becomes how we feel during the day. And then as the illness progresses, or the disease becomes more advanced, either our pain tolerance has become better or increased more, or it's just become normal to feel so blah. a great example also is like our eyesight. I think I might have shared this example before, but I remember talking to my ex-husband, to his grandmother, right after she had cataracts removed. And she said, "How did I forget the brightness of the colors? I thought the world was just getting more gray and blah." I don't know if she used those exact words, but that was what she was describing. Everything just looked dull. And now with the cataracts removed, everything is so vibrant. The colors are so beautiful. How did I forget what these colors were like? And I feel that for our physical bodies in so many different ways. So many people have become accustomed to feeling exhausted or depressed or uncomfortable or in pain. And then it's just about managing that level of discomfort and pain. And that just becomes normal. And we move around our days feeling not so great and just thinking that's as good as it's going to be. That happens in relationships. It happens in our jobs. It happens in the way that we manage our homes. You know, how quickly dust can accumulate and things can start breaking and falling apart. And we just get used to that we have to open the door this way, or we have to jump over this little hole or gap. My house, unfortunately, or fortunately, is not that way. I should say fortunately, because I have a husband who is very, very proud of things always working and not getting broken and forgotten. But I had that moment this morning with my children's bathroom when I went upstairs. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, how can you be used to this feeling of like messiness? Clean up your bathroom. We become accustomed to the average, to the gray, to the blah. And then we just keep doing what we do. We keep moving through life in the way that we believe it's supposed to be. And we often forget or lose touch of the possibilities, the brilliance, the multifaceted diamond that our life could become. Or that perhaps we had intended it to be when we first arrived here on this planet. You know, we come with big dreams, big goals. Every one of us comes with some really huge love to share and expand, or some big growth that we're going to have as a soul in a human body. And then life and pain and work and time starts to dull the experience, and we believe that that's what it should be. So I share all of that for a few reasons. The first reason is awareness. As I've said a million times probably by now, awareness is the way to change. Being aware that something is causing discomfort allows you to then look at where the discomfort stems from and start to make some changes. I name that today on the summer solstice because we are in a day with the most light. Well, if you're in the same time zones where I am, you're in a day where the most light is flowing into our eyesight, into our bodies, into our homes, into our relationships. Whether there are gray clouds over the sunlight or not, that light is streaming through into our day. And the cells of our body feel more light, feel the connection of light hitting the physical body. So we have an opportunity to illuminate from externally what we already know internally, and then light ourselves up from the inside. That other podcast I had, Illumine Me. When we have awareness, when we are reminded that there's this powerful, beautiful light inside of us, and that light wants to guide our journey, wants to have us experience an incredible day, an incredible body, an incredible relationship, an incredible career. When we remember that and we start to access that illumined light within, things can start to shift in our external world. And I say it today, the third reason I say it today is because it's been playing out so beautifully here in Cincinnati. We have had rain, 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 rain. And now today on the summer solstice, no lie, absolute truth, we have this beautiful day forecasted of sunshine and blue skies. It's so perfect. It's supposed to rain again the next few days, but today on the summer solstice, it's like Earth said, I'm just going to pull back the veil for a moment for you and remind you that there are always blue skies behind, beneath, however you want to see the layers, above the gray clouds. There is always another layer. There is always going to be hope and possibilities and color and vibrancy. The gray, it can be like a smoke screen. And if we focus on the gray and talk about the gray and create more gray and expand how gray everything is, and that's what our conversations are about, that's what our events are aligning with, everything's just more gray. If that's what we do, we're going to experience more of it. As we remember, as we touch, as we expand the blue skies that are behind that gray, as we dissolve the gray and see the color and talk about that light and expand that light and allow more of that light to come into our physical bodies, that's what we're going to create more of, and the world is going to become more vibrant. Experiences are going to become more fun. I feel like I've talked about this in so many different ways also. When you feel joy and energy and connection to yourself, to Source or God, to the beauty of this life, to the oneness that really is all of humanity, when we touch that and expand that and create more of that, everything becomes more harmonious and exciting in life. That was the whole point of the journey in the beginning. When we said as a soul, I'll come to this planet, it was to bring light, to create light, to create, to experience the fullness of everything that is here and available to us. To see other souls in human bodies and go, you, let's do this. It was for fun. And yes, in the experiencing of it, there's going to be contrast. That's why we have this physical planet of Earth. There's going to be, and that even sounds limiting, there's going to be pain along with the joy. I don't even know if that's true anymore. I don't even think that it has to be that way anymore. If you like the pain, you can stay in the pain, you can expand the pain. But I don't believe that's the intention, that we came here to expand is more pain. I believe we came to feel the beauty of blue skies and sunshine and play and joy and vibrancy. And so maybe the gray days in between have us appreciate the blue skies more. Right? Like today, I am very appreciative of the beauty of the blue sky and the sunshine coming through the trees and the light that's dancing around that I can actually see with my eyes. I am so appreciative of that. And maybe that comes from all the gray clouds, but what if I could just feel appreciation like this all the time? And so I don't have to call in the gray and the dull and the discomfort and the pain. I can just feel the goodness of awesomeness of this and just have more and more of it. On this summer solstice, this day of lots of light, it's not just a physical enjoyment or experience. You know, there are physical things we will do. So I'm going to a couple of friends' events today and tonight, and I'm going to move my body, and I'm going to be outside, and I'm going to be seeing the sunshine, and, you know, we're going to be doing physical things. But there's also very much an energetic receiving of light that is possible on this day with more light. So my encouragement to you is just sit for a few minutes sometime today and access, perhaps visualize is a better word. Visualize the Earth in the galaxy, in the universe, with its connection to the source of sun. So picture where the sun is, picture where the Earth is, and then allow yourself to visualize and then to receive all of those rays of light from the sun that are directed exactly here to Earth, that Earth is receiving in through the atmosphere. You can just picture it or draw it in your mind's eye. Here's the sun in the solar system. Here are all the rays of light. And here's how much of the surface of Earth is receiving all of this light and how it's just soaking in through the atmosphere. And then visualize yourself sitting wherever you are in this moment and see the edge of the atmosphere receiving all of that light. And then imagine you can just pull all of that light energetically right into your physical body, as much as you're willing to receive. So maybe that comes through your crown chakra, through the top of your head. Maybe it comes through the pores of your skin. Maybe you just visualize yourself opening your mouth and swallowing a big, beautiful pile of sunshine. Whatever feels good to you. Maybe it goes in your heart chakra. Maybe you have your hands on your lap with your palms up and you can just receive all that light into your palms and then run it into your body. Give yourself time, gift yourself time to receive light energetically into your physical body. And then believe that that is so, that when you receive light, your physical body becomes more light-filled. It becomes more connected to the vibrancy of this human experience. And that you can play and expand your cells of your body, receive that light and know what to do with it. They know where you have discomfort. They know where you have illness. And the cells of your body will redistribute that extra light where it needs to go. So maybe if your heart hurts from something, the light goes to your heart and it just eases the grief and the sadness a little bit. If you're feeling not supported at your back or hurting at your neck or you have a headache, imagine the light can just go right to those places of pain or discomfort and help the cells start to heal, to transmute into something that is more aligned with the solidness of the sun, with the power of the sun. You bring that energy. I believe in yoga and in the Eastern traditions, they would call it prana. You bring that prana energy into your body and then you allow the prana to do its own work. It goes where it needs to go. Your mind doesn't have to manage it. But your choice to sit still and to allow light to come into your physical body through this visualization. It's like an access point, a gateway opening, a door into your body that can bring healing in a new way. Can't hurt to try it. And what if it actually works? What if it brings more light into your body and the discomfort goes away or lessens? Then perhaps you do it again and you do it again and you do it again. And today is the most powerful day because we have the most sunlight coming in. But from here until the winter solstice, we still have a whole bunch of sunlight. So you can begin doing a little bit of this receiving of light each day, and who knows what is possible for healing your body. Yeah, so there's the invitation for the summer solstice. Do a little visualization work and receive more light. And then go out and dance and play and celebrate and connect. And if you want to be in community, or if you don't, walk by yourself and just soak up the sunshine outside with the trees. It's a beautiful, beautiful day to be alive. I send you so much love on this summer solstice. Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. I invite you to join me in aligning with the optimal health of your mind, body, spirit in the virtual community of Viv's Energy Gym. You can learn more at mysouljourney.com. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.